heard my grandma was custodian too. That's
Derek wants to look at you. Probably.
I bought you coffee. What else you want? You like gummies better than me anyhow.
So I said, here, I know, I was like, oh, dead, right? One of our public
played Minecraft when I was
One of mine was running AVC Sports and FM 97.7 present high school basketball on WILE, Byesville, Cambridge. Now let's go courtside for the pregame show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to high school basketball tonight on WILE 97.7 and YRP TV, where we are streaming it live. It is Cambridge Bobcat basketball as the Bobcats host the St.Clairsville Red Devils. Bill Kafury, John Valentine at Gene Ford Gymnasium tonight for all the action as the Cats come in 7-4. St. Clairsville 8-2. The league records Cambridge 7-2, St. C 6-2, and mid-season JV, but this is a big game league-wise, and certainly as we think about, now halfway through the season and tournaments coming up before you know it, a big game. Bobcats playing somebody who gave them one of those losses.
Yeah, big game for Buckeye 8 standings and for the OVAC and for just in your state rankings. So Buckeye 8 currently, this game realistically should determine where Cambridge is in the standings. Buckeye 8 right now, St. Clairsville's 4-1. As you said, they're 6-2 technically overall in the Buckeye 8, but in the Buckeye 8 South, which is where we would play in the Buckeye 8 tournament, and Cambridge is 3-1, St. Clairsville 4-1. So Cambridge tonight, if they can win, and then they have a makeup game Wednesday at Bel Air. So if they could get both of those two W's, they'd secure the #1 spot in the Buckeye 8. OVAC standings aren't secure yet either. And then in the RPI, Cambridge technically is right now is ranked number 5 in our district. John Glenn #1. So yeah, now's about the halfway point. Coaches should be pretty familiar with their team at this point as far as personnel goes. You want to get a lot of playing time early for some of those young guys, see if they're going to help you down the stretch. And this game is a huge game in a lot of respects, we just mentioned, but obviously, as you mentioned, Cambridge came away with an L at St. Clairsville a week or so ago.
11-point loss, a game I talked to Coach McCourt before the game tonight and said, what was the difference in that game? He said, we didn't shoot it. We just didn't shoot it well. We came out, and as we all know, if you're a Cambridge fan, Cambridge has to shoot the outside shot well. That three-pointer they live and die with.
Yeah.
And they died with it that night. For most of the season, though, that's been the key. And you and I were sitting here looking at some of the stats provided to us by Ray Sims. It is cluttered with three-point shooters. The Cats have 3 really good ones. Garrett Carpenter is shooting about 50% outside the arc, a little bit more than that. Josiah Barnett, not too far behind. And then, the other guy that we talk a little bit about is Mason Gregg, who's just shy of 40% there too. So they got 3 guys that can fill it up. And actually all 5 of their starters, sometimes for better or for worse, will take that 3. But they've proven they got 5 guys that can knock it down.
Yeah, those top 3 guys are all in double figures from an average standpoint, overall scoring. The team overall has taken 25 more threes on the season than they have 2s. So that tells you where they're at. They like to live and die by that 3, which is fine because as a team, they're shooting 39%. As you mentioned, 50%, over 50% for Garrett Carpenter. Currently leads the OVAC in three-point shooting, which you can imagine he would at 50%, for goodness sake.
Yeah, if you can shoot that much, you're going to lead a lot of things. So,
yeah, absolutely.
As a junior, he's climbing up all of those career and single-season kinds of lists that you would imagine. Josiah Barnett as a senior, he's already up on there, and then Carpenter kind of chasing him a little bit. Those 2 guys kind of complement each other a lot outside that arc.
Yeah, it's a great compliment. We've mentioned it several times. Probably the best, if not the best, certainly top 3 scoring combos in the OVAC. They certainly feed off of each other. And looking forward to a good night tonight. As you said, didn't shoot the ball particularly well the first time against St. C. First quarter, they were like 3 of 14. Second quarter, like 4 of 17. We're taking a lot of threes, but just weren't knocking them down. Didn't have the best shooting night, but also talked to Coach Clifford before the game a little bit. He also said he was pretty happy with the defense that his Red Devils played that night too. So I'm sure the defense affected a lot of those shots.
Yeah, they have a size advantage. We'll take a little closer look at that when we come back. We want to thank our sponsors for tonight's stream and broadcast. That would be Valentine Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, People's Bank, Allen Hunter State Farm, Doan Ford, Wakefield Dental, Surgeon Construction, WB, Green Insurance, Patrons Buckeye Mutual, Health Insurance, and Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We want to thank all of them and you for joining us tonight. Stay tuned. We'll be back, take a look at tonight's starting lineups right after these messages.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
I was sitting in my car, and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood, and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door, and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium, pregame continues as the Bobcats host the St. C. Red Devils tonight. BK and JV, feels like we haven't done a game since last year.
It's been a long time.
It was last year.
Yeah, well,
probably.
we've been snowed out a few times and iced out a few times. And this is a makeup game.
Yeah,
one that was canceled from a week or so ago.
Bobcats will make up some games here. The Buckeye Trail game that was canceled is this 28th, I believe, scheduled for that
Tuesday.
day.
That's correct.
Tuesday, so those things are there, and you can check our website at yourradioplace.com to get all the updates there. Tonight's starting lineups, the Bobcats at home. We're in the home whites tonight. Been a starting lineup, I think, since game one. Hasn't changed much. Garrett Carpenter, 6-foot junior, 17-point a game average. Josiah Barnett, 5'10 senior, 16 points a game. And Mason Gregg, 6-foot junior, 10. Those three guys are going to get theirs, and they can create, and boy, any one of them can get hot and lead this team. Rylan Matthews, 6'1 junior. He averages 3 a game. Riley Honko Green, 6-foot senior at 5 points a game. Those guys have started to add on to their game a little bit and step out and shoot the jumper a little bit better and knock that down. But the Bobcats really lack an inside presence, and that's been the problem for them all year.
Well, and it's going to be a huge problem for tonight's opponent because as you're going to run down some numbers here in a second, I'm sure, when you go over that starting lineup, they've got quite a size advantage today over the Cats.
Yeah, Gage Wolf, 5'8 senior. Ollie Moley, 5'9 junior. Those two guys out on top. But then you go Brady Schaefer, 6'2 senior. Tyson Pastor, 6'4 senior. And Griffin Straub, 6'7 junior. They got a couple guys, 6'2, 6'3, that can come off the bench too. So how does Cambridge handle obvious size disadvantage and the fact that St. Clairsville, anytime they want, can post somebody up and throw it in there? We don't have the size or the bodies to handle them.
Right, and that's been really the biggest issue for Cambridge so far this season is on the defensive end, being able to defend some size, but limiting second opportunities. And when you're outsized, boy, you better get a body on somebody and do not let them get a second opportunity, to put the ball back in the hoop, and that's really what they've struggled with the most. Going to have to make sure that they put a body on some of those big guys tonight.
Yeah, the Cats got to try something different defensively to change it up a little bit, and as you said last time at St. Clairsville, the length of the Devils was a problem for the Bobcats adjusting shots as they tried to shoot from the perimeter. When you got a guy 6'4" coming out at you or standing on the wing, it forces you a little bit deeper or to shoot a little bit quicker.
Yep.
And so the Cats see what kind of an adjustment they've made to that. We know Cambridge wants to play baseline to baseline if they can, but when you can't get rebounds, that changes things.
It does, and St. Clairsville can get up and down the floor as well, and so can Cambridge. So that game kind of complements each other. Just because St. Clairsville has a size advantage, don't think that they can't get up and down the floor. Pastor is athletic as heck, and Straub can get up and down the floor too, and is getting some college looks. So, in fact, there's going to be some scouts here tonight from several colleges here to watch a couple of the Bobcats and a couple of the Red Devils. So, he can get up and down the floor. He's pretty athletic too.
Thank our sponsors for tonight's stream and broadcast as well. Wakefield Dental, Doane Ford, Allen Hunter, State Farm, Peoples Bank, and West 40 Auto Sales. You're listening to and watching basketball on WILE 97.7 and YRP TV. We'll take a timeout. Opening tip coming back right after this.
Experience luxury and power like never before with the Ford F-150. Available now at Doane Ford. With its sleek exterior, EcoBoost V6 engine, and low miles, these F-150s are ready for any adventure. Enjoy modern conveniences like power windows, locks, cruise control, and a climate-controlled cab. Don't miss out on this exceptional driving experience. Visit Doane Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at DoaneFord.com. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
At Peoples Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with Peoples, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. Peoples Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing an exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here.
Protect what matters most with Valentine Insurance right here in Cambridge. Whether it's your home, car, or business, our team is dedicated to finding the perfect coverage to fit your needs. We understand the importance of peace of mind, and we're here to make sure you're prepared for life's unexpected moments. With local expertise and personalized service, you can trust Valentine Insurance to keep you covered. Stop by or give us a call today at 260-6699. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium for tonight's contest between the Cats and the Devils. 7-4, the Bobcats overall in the season against the 8-2 St. Clairsville Red Devils. Thank our sponsors again for tonight's action: Surgeon Construction, WB Green Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, and Valentine Insurance. These two teams have done this before. We didn't go do that game on the road, but certainly have gotten all the reports and everything that you can imagine. But in our pregame here already, we've talked about some of the keys for the Bobcats, but let's hit those one more time.
Well, and I think their key really all season, no matter what game they're going to be playing, is they got to play defense and you got to block out. You can't allow the other team to take a lot of second chance shots. And just like the first game against St. Clairsville, you're not always going to shoot the ball great every single night. So when you have a bad night, boy, you better play defense and rebound. I think that's going to be the key for Cambridge. And being able to limit turnovers, too. Sometimes they get sloppy. St. Clairsville will press you a little bit. But for Cambridge, I think they just need to relax, play their game, let the shots come to them. Don't force those threes. If you're going to get those big guys to come out and put a hand in your face at that three, guess what? They're probably open inside. Go ahead and dish it off inside. Let them play inside if the big guy's going to come out.
One of the things you and I have talked about all year long is comparing turnovers to assists. This Cambridge team has done a pretty good job handling the ball most of the year. Only less than 10 turnovers a game. On the other hand, 153 assists on the season through 11 games. That's sharing the ball a lot. Well, and it's also guys knocking it down when you do give it to them.
When you're shooting 39% from three, that seems to add up those assists as you go along.
Well, that brings up the one thing I would mention is the Cats have to shoot the ball well early. And they've played well early in most games, but and they've had the ability this year, which in years past they haven't, to come out and put 25 points up in a quarter.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have one of those 10-point quarters tonight.
Right, no, for sure. And you can see the lineup that St. Clairsville throws out there. They got a couple bigs, but they got a couple guys that a little bit smaller, a little undersized too. That means they're quick and they can get up and down the floor, so you got to take care of the ball.
6'4" Pastors. The Devils in a, if I call that black or dark gray uniform with the red outline. He'll go up against Riley Humko Green, listed at 6 feet. But Pastor, he does have some ups, and you get him on a breakaway, you'll see some some throwdowns tonight.
Sure.
Ball's up and controlled by the Devils. Wolf will hand it back, and out on top it's going to be Schaefer at 6'2". He was a quarterback in football, and he can get it done in basketball as well. As the Bobcats open up in his zone. And 3 from the side taken by Mooley, and that's no good. Bobcats bring down. Gregg with the rebound, pushes it up the floor.
A little wrinkle, a little zone to put some pressure on those outside shooters.
Barnett trying to split defenders will draw the foul. So the Bobcats trying to get to the hoop, and that one's going to be on Wolf. It'll be Barnett on the trigger underneath the basket, right side, against man-to-man defense. Nobody pops open. Finally has to toss it in late to Humko Green, and he cannot handle it on the baseline. Lost it, so the Cats give it right back.
Now you got to set some picks if you
some
screens
stood
to be able to get open.
Was
Can't
not a
just
lot of
stand there.
movement on that out-of-bounds
No,
play.
there wasn't. There's
No
your first
score.
turnover already.
Yeah, no score. Still in the first minute here. Schaefer. Right side. Mooley in the corner. That's Straub. 6'7", back out on top Schaefer. That ball got away from him, picked up by Gregg. He's got numbers, 2-on-1, puts it on the floor, goes past the defender but can't knock it down. Rebounded by Straub, and here come the Devils. Still 0-0. Schaefer off the dribble left corner. Back to Straub, deep 3. That one a brick. Rebound Pastor, got it up and in.
There's what we're talking about. You got to limit those second chance points.
Weak side rebound, nobody there to box him out. 2-zip, 6:45, and a steal on the left side. Pastor with it in the breakaway, look for it, and he'll just lay it up and in as he had Matthews on his hip. Pastor with 2 buckets, and it's 4-0 St. C.
4-0 on 2 turnovers by Cambridge.
Bobcats haven't taken a shot yet. Schaefer out on top. Bobcats got away with the loose ball there. Barnett picks it up. Back to Gregg in the corner. Schaefer will step out on him. Size advantage there. Carpenter at the foul line. Back to Barnett. He'll take the deep three, in and out. Rebound, slapped out of bounds, and looked like Straub touched it last, but they'll say actually Matthews. So it goes back to the Devils, who lead at 4-zip. 2 minutes in. St. Clairsville with the lead in the ball. Bobcats stay 1-2-2. Trying to force St. Clairsville outside. Schaefer right side. Into the corner to Straub. Back out on top. Bewley inside. Pastor slash to the hoop. And an easy bucket there. And it's quickly Tyson Pastor 6, Cambridge 0. And we have a quick 30-second timeout. We'll stay here for that one. The Bobcats, you got to keep Pastor out of the paint or he's going to have a big, big night.
Well, if you're going to try to mix things up with a zone wrinkle, which you haven't played all season long, you're going to have to know how to rotate. And you're going to have to rotate really quick because you see Pastor is wide open several times and then not getting a body on him on that putback down the floor previously just because of the rotations not there inside. So I would guess they're probably going to come out and go back to that man-to-man.
St. Clairsville shown great patience to work the ball around the perimeter, make the defense move, and come in that back door. And they found Pastor a couple of times there, plus the breakaway. He's got 6. Bobcats have not been able to get the lid off yet. 5:38 left in the opening period. Full court pressure by the Devils. Inbound to Gregg, and he and Schaefer will go one-on-one all the way up. Top of the key, foul line. Got a little space, but then the size inside cut him off. Back to Barnett, right side. Humko Green looked at 3, goes on the floor. Back out to Matthews. Now Carpenter. Off the dribble. Humko Green 3. Cha-ching! Boy, Cass needed somebody to knock one down.
Yeah, somebody going to have to take charge and get a good shot, and he set his feet nice, and they played off of him a little bit, so he took advantage of it.
He shot the ball better out there since the beginning of the season. Up to 33%. So 6-3 at the 5-minute mark. Straub to Schaefer. He's not even looking at the hoop. Looking inside all the way, and that one through Schaefer's hands. Gregg up ahead. Barnett will lay it up and in. Quickly down to Straub. Baseline move. Goes through a defender, and they'll call the charge.
Yeah, that's an easy call. He was there all day long.
Matthews has drawn several of those this year, and that will be Griffin Straub's first, team second.
And a good heads up by Matthews, too, because Straub had an opportunity to get to the hole because numbers, and good job by Matthews to hold his ground.
Barnett in the backcourt against Wolf. Crosses over, left side, back to Gregg. Katz will swing it over to Carpenter. 4:18 left, Cambridge down a point. Mason Gregg off the dribble left side into a double team. Backs it to the corner now, he's stuck. Tries to feed it to Humko Green, he didn't go after it. And Pastor comes up with it. He'll take it coast to coast, got tied up going to the hoop, nope. Fouled on his way there, and he'll shoot 2. And that one on Matthews.
Matthews thought he had all ball, but somebody definitely had an arm. It wasn't him.
Yeah, he was bracketed on both sides, so Pastor all 6 points, and he's got free throws here. Try to extend the lead. First one up and good. 4:02 left in the opening period. Second one rims in and back out. Humko Green rebound. 7-5. Under 4 to play. Bad pass by Carpenter, stolen away. Schaefer will take it coast to coast. Carpenter hustles back and swats it out of his hand as he went up for the shot. That was, with the official trailing the play a little bit, maybe didn't see it, but he might have got all ball too. So Cass get a little defense there. Back out to Mooley, right side. Schaefer, Straub from the corner, 3 ball. No good. Rebound tapped around. Matthews will chase it down in the corner, trying to dribble out of trouble. now in trouble and throws it off the face of Gage Wolf, and it should stay to the Bobcats, and does.
Yeah, Strawford, being a big guy, is not afraid to shoot that three. He's hit several in the season.
First substitution of the game. Caden Clifford, 5'8" junior into the game, 3:31 to go. Cats have yet to go to the bench. Greg to Barnett, off the dribble. Feeds it down low to Carpenter. Trying to back his way in, kicks it to the corner. Homko Green passed up the three. He penetrates back to Carpenter. That one partially deflected on the three ball. Tied up on the ground, and Pastor comes down with it. Feeds it out ahead to Muley, and he'll miss the layup as Barnett got back to contest him, and we got a foul call here. And it's going to be on Matthews. His second, team second. Hustling back, and a little shove there. That's going to make the Cats go to the bench, and that'll bring Deontay Jones in for Matthews.
Yeah, not what you want to do if you're Cambridge, is have one of your big guys in foul trouble early already with still 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Muley on the out-of-bounds play to the corner. Kick out to Schaefer on the right corner. He'll take it all the way to the hoop, laid it off the glass, no good. Carpenter will clear it and push it up the floor, 7-5 St. C.
I can hear the slap from here on that play.
To Jones, high off the glass. Couldn't get it to go, but Homko Green with the rebound. Back to Carpenter, quick three, right wing. That one front rims in and out. And Pastor pulls it down. Cats have not shot the ball well here early. Schaefer, slash to the basket. Kicks it back out on top. Pastor top of the key, won't take that three, and Barnett nearly steals it from the wing right side. Tapped out of bounds, and St. C's Mooley will take over. 2:22 and counting. 7-5 St. C. Schraub off the dribble to Schaefer. They'll give him the three. He don't want it. Back to the corner. Schaefer on the right side now. Back around the top. Mooley, top of the key. He won't take that three either. Looking for something inside. Schaefer penetrates. Finds Pastor. He'll slash, lost it on the floor. And they're going to call a foul again on the Bobcats on the reach in. This one on Barnett. Cambridge's third foul. Mooley inbound. Clifford and around the left side, Straub. He'll put it on the floor. Try to penetrate. Spins through two defenders. Can't get it to go. Got his own rebound and fouled on the way up. Homko Green got him. That'll be two there. Of course, he can stand flat-footed, Straub, and still get a rebound. He's 6'7". But he forced that thing to the basket. Again, somebody's got to stand there and take that charge again.
Right. Yeah, Cats already with 14 fouls here. Still a minute 48 in the first quarter.
Griffin Straub shot it a lot, hasn't scored yet until he knocked in that free throw.
3 of those 4 fouls just on reach-ins in the half court.
Straub has kind of been the focal point of the offense here early, as he's able to climb that second one in there as well. 9-5. Red Devils with 1:45 to go. Bobcats have knocked down 1-3 here early. Barnett cut off by Straub, step back three left side. That one bounces twice, can't get it to go, and Pastor with the rebound. He'll get it right back, take it to the top of the key, and feed it to Straub, get it right back. Cats in the zone this time, down. Clifford, long three, top of the key. That one off the mark, and Carpenter did not handle the rebound. Pastor got it from him, and then on the attempted shot, Barnett stole it right away from him. Up ahead, Mason Gregg inside the arc, long two. One and done as Straub clears it out. 1 minute left, 9-5 St. C. Straub, right side. Three from the corner by Pastor. That one's no good. Mason Gregg, the only rebounder there. The Cats will feed it out ahead to Barnett.
First missed shot by Pastor so far.
Left side, Homko Green. Dribble penetrates. Carpenter top of the key three. That one over the top of the backboard, and he'll say out of bounds back to the Devils. Carpenter just hasn't been able to get in rhythm here early on. He's had some looks.
Yeah, and similar to the first game, you know, Cambridge not shooting the ball real well from beyond the arc, but you see the defense come out on Carpenter there. When you got long arms in your face, sometimes that throws the shot off.
Clifford, Mooley, now Pastor in the corner. 28 on the clock, St. C by 4. Back to the right corner, and Schaefer will take the three. Cha-ching.
He heard you calling him out.
Had second thoughts about it and finally knocked it down. Go 12-5. St. C with an early lead. 10 on the clock. Bobcats need to get something before the buzzer. Left side, Carpenter. Straub steps out on him. Tried to throw it right wing. Schaefer with the steal. He'll go coast to coast, lay it up and in at the buzzer. Count it. It is good. And St. Clairsville coming out and shocking the Bobcats early. 14-5. Red Devils on top of the Bobcats as we head to the second quarter. Stay tuned. You're listening and watching high school basketball on 97.7 WILE and YRP TV. Back after this.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium, 1 quarter in the books, and St. Clairsville owned it. 14-5 at the end of 1 for St. Clairsville. Bobcats able to knock down 1-3. That's Riley Humco Green, probably the last guy you would expect to be the leading scorer for the Cats. But Barnett with 2, Carpenter has none, and as does Greg. For the Devils, Schaefer with 5, Pastor with 7, and Straub with 2. Those 3 guys have led them all year and lead them in the first.
Yeah, Cambridge only shooting 20% in that first quarter. Was 1 for 4, as you mentioned. Humco Green made the 3. St. Clairsville shooting 70% from the floor in the first quarter.
Haven't missed much, no. Cats with the first possession. Deontay Jones hands it to Carpenter. Right side, Greg. Skip pass across. Humco Green 3, left wing. That one off the back of the iron. Schaefer will rebound it and push it up the right side. Mooley to the corner. Pastor will slash to the hoop. Kick it back out to Mooley, nearly out of bounds. Has it in the right corner still. Brings it back to the top of the key. Cats switch man to man, this time out. Zone didn't work so well.
Yeah, well, it did until the last minute of that first quarter.
Mooley to Pastor. Carpenter on him. Tapped out of his hand by Carpenter, and Humco Green comes up with a loose ball. Cats have a possession here. Mason Gregg open 3 off the fast break. Touching! Nobody covered him up out there, and he knocked it down. 14-8. Mooley down the lane, pull up from 10. Off the back of the glass, no good. Cats will let him shoot that all day.
Oh, for sure. Out of control, off balance, no problem.
Barnett with it. Top of the key. A little hesitation over to Jones. Look for a little backdoor cut. Goes reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Straub with a rebound.
Straub's 4th rebound on the night.
Nobody in there rebounding for the Bobcats. Schaefer back to Pastor, top of the key. 6.5 left, first half. Over to Pastor. Carpenter steps out on him. Skips it over now. Wolf, who's back in the ball game. Mooley to the foul line. Back out to Schaefer, to Straub. Cut off by Jones. Good defense there. Skip pass all the way across. And Pastor will take the 3 from the wing. Straub over the top of everybody, couldn't control it. Kicks back out to Schaefer, down low. Pastor trying to work his space inside. That one in and out, no good. Straub rebound, stick back, and 1. Wow. Griffin Straub at 6'7" will get the bonus. And that foul on Carpenter, his first. Cats they had bodies on people, but just taller guys reaching over them and getting it. You might ask for a foul there, but nothing called.
Sure. Humco Green trying to plead his case. What do you want me to do, man? He's a foot taller than me.
Straub, free throw, good. He's 3 for 3 at the line. 5 on the night. 17-8. St. Clairsville, 5:45 left in the second period. Barnett, 3 from the right side. Cha-ching! We had to shoot that one quick.
Now that one he had a hand in his face.
He
Still
did.
knocked it down.
Cats sliced the lead, their second 3 of the period. 6-point St. C lead. Schaefer against Barnett. And to pick the top of the key, feeds it down low. And trying to get it to Straub and Jones on the reach around, slapped it away. They're going to say he got hand.
Well, you can't complain about it. You're not allowed to body people up. You got to work around him. You can't reach across him if you're behind him.
Second foul in the quarter for the Cats. Schaefer. Left side baseline will trigger it. Gets it to Pastor, back to Schaefer, spins down the lane, puts it up and in. Wow.
Yeah, pretty smooth. Used his length there to be able to get some separation from Barnett.
Bobcats
Nice
cut
move.
him off going to the middle. He just spun back baseline and laid it up and in, 19-11. Bobcats got to get something going more consistently here. Carpenter, backdoor cut to Barnett. No foul called as he hits the deck. Ball comes down to Straub. Pushes it out ahead. Mooley back to Straub. Steps into the 3. Cha-ching!
Tried to tell you, he can hit him.
His first 3 of the night. He's got 6 in the second period, 8 on the night. And the Devils have doubled up the Cats, 22-11. Mason Gregg, nice spin move, but Pastor came from the weak side, pinned it on the backboard. It looked like it was pretty clean from here, but they'll call Pastor with the foul.
Yeah, it looked good from here, but he's a little bit closer than we are.
Yeah.
Either way, great play by Pastor to be able to get there and close that gap because Greg had a wide open layup.
Greg 73% at the free throw line, drains the first one. His 4th point of the night, 22-12. Bobcats need to get this down to mid-single digits by the end of the period as he rattles the second one in. But to do that, you got to come up with some stops.
Well, to do that, you got to quit having turnovers. 5 turnovers in the first quarter alone, and Griffin Schaub with 7 rebounds already. Going to have to do something about that.
I don't know how you keep him off the boards.
All right.
He's pretty quick and has great length. Schaefer, direct in traffic, gets it to Straub on the right wing, back to Schaefer. Cats zone this time down. Schaefer back to Straub. He'll put it on the floor. Got cut off on the baseline by Jones. Back out on top. Pastor down the lane strong. Little finger roll up and one. St. Clairsville finding all of the gaps in the defense.
Yeah.
And that foul on Barnett, his second.
Yeah, and it shows the strength of Pastor, too. Not only did he get to the rim to finish, but with Barnett hitting him on the arm as well. Pastor, a pretty good player. 6-7 points in that first quarter. That's his first bucket here in the second.
Drew Gasper checks in for the first time tonight. Clifford back in for the Devils, 4:07 left in the half. 24-13, 25 with the free throw. Bobcats need to have a little offensive explosion, but St. Clairsville's defense has been equal to the task.
Big mismatch inside if they could get it to Humco Green. He's got a guy 4 or 5 inches shorter than him on him.
Got it to him. He's got Clifford on him. Tried to get it inside, got it to Jones, and then Jones fouled, and that might be on, we'll call that on Straub. If it is, it's his second. Nope, going to call that one on Clifford. 3:43 to go. 25-13. Barnett looking, finally finds Humco Green. Didn't catch it cleanly, pulls it up, shoots the 3. Didn't follow it, and makes Straub box him out, so Straub gets another easy rebound. Back to Schaefer, top of the key. Feeds it right side. Pastor for 3. That one short of the mark. Jones rebounds it for the Cats. Down 12. Up ahead, Carpenter. They'll close him out. He'll feed it. Left side, Humco Green. A lot of height in there. Goes with the baby hook and hits nothing. Straub another rebound.
Caught him a little bit off guard. Wasn't ready to shoot.
Yeah, Straub left open for 3. He'll take it. Knocks it
time out
down.
here, Coach.
Griffin Straub's second 3 of the period, and it's 28-13. Mason Gregg, double team, triple team. There's the trap out on top. Jones, nobody there. Forced to go up to the hoop, and he does. Takes it up over Pastor and lays it in. Nobody came to help him out, so he just had to shoot it. Cast down 13. Schaefer will launch the three. That one off the mark, rebounded. Humco Green, and they'll go call foul, I think, on Humco Green, right?
Well, I was writing down the missed shot, so I missed that play.
Mason Gregg. One of the St. Clairsville guys hit the floor, but it didn't look like it was caused by any Bobcats. Schaefer will take the inbounds, lay it up with the left hand and in, and it's been way too easy for the Devils in this first half as they've doubled the Cats up again, this time by 15. Gregg over to Carpenter, who has got 0 points here in the first half. Bodies hit the floor again, and they're going to call Clifford with the foul. Jones set to pick. Clifford tried to run through it. Jones had set a pick a moment ago, and same kind of action as he got hit pretty good. That one they'll call on Clifford. His first, or second actually. He'll step out. Gage Wolf back in.
Coach Clifford letting him know, you saw it happen the play before. Don't fall for that.
Yeah, you think there's some blood there?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 minute mark. Cats down 15 with the ball. Barnett. Humco Green. Pastor was going to close him out on that three. Hands it off to Schaefer, or check that Carpenter.
Carpenter yet to score here in this game.
Jones for three. Comes down to Schaefer, and he'll push it up the floor. All the way up to Straub, runs the floor and hammers it down. 11 in the period for him. Cats going the other way. Humco Green cannot get it to stay down. Pastor with the rebound and the push. And Barnett with the steal. A little one-on-one. He's got Straub on his backside. And Straub got him with the shove, I believe. It'd be his second.
It was Straub.
Yeah, his second. And that's going to send Gregg to the line. His first chances at free throws tonight. 32-15. 1:29 left in this first half. Barnett left it short. He didn't toe the line that time. He gave himself about 4 or 5 inches, and that's about what he missed it by.
Yeah, not by much. 67% on the season from the free throw line.
Second one coming up, and
that looked a little smoother.
He gauged it a little bit better there. 32-16. A minute 20 and counting here with the Devils in the lead and with the ball. Cats still trying to stay extended zone, which St. Clairsville really hadn't had any problem with. Campbell Saul in the game as they get Straub out with foul trouble. Pastor with a minute left. Over to Wolf. Bobcats going to be forced to come out and pressure the ball a little bit. Schaefer now and Gregg. Right side, Saul into the corner. Wolf will use the dribble into a double team. Pastor comes to his help. Back in the corner. To the top of the key. St. Clairsville. About 40 seconds they worked off the clock. Pastor said enough of that as he drives down the lane and tried to feed it over to Gasper. Got shoved, and they'll call the foul.
Cambridge foul on Deontay Jones, his second.
And on Jones, his second.
Pastor at the line.
Good job by St. Clairsville. That possession took off, a minute. Just passing the ball around, taking their time till they saw an opening, and Pastor took it.
Pastor knocks the first one in. His 8th of the night. As Alexander steps in for the Bobcats, Deontay Jones. 2 fouls will sit down. 30.5 left. St. Clairsville. An early blowout here if the Bobcats don't get it together in the second half. 33-16. Second one, all net. And Pastor will step out. Matheson King. Some first half action.
Matheson King into the game for St. Clairsville.
Yeah, good substitution there by Coach Clifford. Give Pastor a little bit of a break. My goodness, he can't miss a shot, but he's already got one foul, too. Don't want to pick up the second one.
Barnett, top of the key, down low, Homko Green. Kicks it out, Greg open three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound comes to Schaefer. He'll shove it out ahead, has Gasper on the breakaway, no good. Rebound, though, Hustlin' Saul picks it up. Back out on top, Mooley. Back to Saul, 8 on the clock. In the corner. Nobody's looked at the clock yet. Mooley hasn't. 2. Finally he does, and fires it up at the buzzer and off the mark. But the damage done by St. Clairsville as they head to the halftime break on top of the Bobcats here, 34-16. Bobcats got to find a way to get back in this ball game. You got to do it on both ends of the floor. A little better offense, obviously. 16 points and a half doesn't get it done, and you're going to have to limit that scoring on the Devils side. Halftime score, 34-16 St. Clairsville. You're listening and watching High School Hoops here on 97.7 WILE and YRP-TV. Halftime break coming up. We'll be back shortly.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE-FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops. Now here's your host, Eric Reeser.
For the first time in about 10 years, high school postseason basketball will return to the Ohio State Fairgrounds in Columbus. The Ohio High School Athletic Association announced just before Thanksgiving that boys and girls district and regional tournaments will be played at the Taft Coliseum inside of the Ohio Expo Center. Tim Streed's the Director of Media Relations for the OHSAA. He'll join me next to discuss the news. This is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
In Ohio, public education matters. And every day, Ohio's public school educators use their united voice to advocate for the supports and resources our public schools need so every child thrives. No exceptions. I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott DeMauro, and on behalf of our 120,000 members, OEA is proud to sponsor tonight's game. Because great public schools are a winning playbook for Ohio, and Ohio is stronger when we stand together to cheer for our students' success.
This is ONN.
I'm Eric Reeser. Tim Streed is my guest. He's the Media Relations Director for the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The OHSAA just announced that boys and girls district and regional basketball tournaments will be played this upcoming February and March at the Taft Coliseum at the Ohio Expo Center and State Fairgrounds in Columbus. Tim says they're very excited to be back in the building that has housed postseason play at some point or another since 1923.
It was a long time coming, and it took a lot of work. We've been working on this for more than a year, and we never wanted to leave the Fairgrounds Coliseum. Back 10 years ago, there were some issues with their older court that wasn't playable anymore, and then about the same time, the Arnold Fitness Expo moved part of its setup into the Taft Coliseum. So we kind of got bumped out as to no decision on our own. So we were definitely looking to get back into the Coliseum. We've been working on it for a while. It was really more the decision of the fairgrounds. They knew we wanted to be back there, and want to give credit to Adam Heffron. He's the executive director for the fairgrounds. He also wanted basketball to be back at the Coliseum, and we've been working on it for a while now, and we're finally able to make the announcement. So it's really been a long time coming, and we're really excited to be back.
For those who don't know, the Taft Coliseum is a 5,000-seat arena that has hosted OHSAA basketball since about 1923. In 1958, the state tournament moved from the Coliseum to St. John Arena on the campus of The Ohio State University in Columbus. The Coliseum then hosted district and regional tournament contests from 1959 through 2014. The OHSAA says that venue has also hosted hockey in the past. I asked Tim if there are any current plans for other OHSAA sporting events to be held at the State Fairgrounds and Expo Center.
There's nothing on the list right now that we're looking to get back there, but I will say that, and folks, if they're there for the basketball tournament, they will see this. There are several new buildings that are being constructed right now on the campus of the fairgrounds, and one of those is a multi-purpose sports venue, and that's going to be pretty exciting when that opens. So, you never know what could happen down the road, and especially with them building some new structures there. One of them is a sports-specific venue, so really excited about that. Having an arena that size host basketball is something we have not had in Central Ohio since we left the fairgrounds. So the biggest thing is to have district and regional basketball back in an arena. The Fairgrounds Coliseum seats 5,000 people. We're desperate for that kind of size, and really excited to have it back.
The OHSAA will begin girls basketball district tournaments on February 17th. Postseason basketball action will continue at the Taft Coliseum through mid-March. The state finals will be held at the UD Arena in Dayton, March 14th and 15th for the girls, 21st and the 22nd of March for the boys. My thanks to Tim Street. He's the Media Relations Director for the Ohio High School Athletic Association. For more information on the OHSAA, visit ohsaa.org. I'm Eric Reeser, and this has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops.
Protect what matters most with Valentine Insurance right here in Cambridge. Whether it's your home, car, or business, our team is dedicated to finding the perfect coverage to fit your needs. We understand the importance of peace of mind, and we're here to make sure you're prepared for life's unexpected moments. With local expertise and personalized service, you can trust Valentine Insurance to keep you covered. Stop by or give us a call today at 260-6699. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium, we are at halftime. Bill Kafury, John Valentine. Halftime score has St. Clairsville on top of the Bobcats, comfortably numb, 34-16. Comfortably numb. You remember that song?
I do.
By
you know I would.
I know you do.
Floyd, that's too easy.
Yeah,
now as we're listening to Steppenwolf.
Yeah, I know.
How about that?
Yeah.
You like that one?
While you're listening to Steppenwolf, and I'm giving you the Pink Floyd references. Bobcats comfortably numb in this first half. They have been numb shooting the ball. On the other hand, St. Clairsville, what is ever the opposite of numb is? They've been on fire, right? They have knocked it down from about everywhere. 16 points for them in the first quarter, 34 in the second. Bobcats only 5 first quarter points tonight. And figuring out the stats here, you pointed something out. Cats have 3 3-pointers, but only 2 2-point shots in that first half.
Yeah, in the whole first half. 1 bucket. Mason Gregg made the first, or Josiah Barnett made the first basket of the game with a 2, and then we had 1-2 in the second quarter. How many times has that happened? Garrett Carpenter, nothing in the second quarter. He's done that a couple times this season.
Yeah.
Where he's gone over, then he didn't even take a shot in the second quarter. Cambridge just, they're not shooting the ball really particularly well. Only 24% in that first half. And the opposite's true for St. Clairsville. Like you said, they're pretty hot, but they're taking care of the ball for the most part, and they're getting better looks than Cambridge is also. St. Clairsville shooting 62% from the floor.
Yeah, they've lit it up. Griffin Straub has 13 at halftime. He had 11 in the second quarter. A couple of threes there. Couple on the fast break. Brady Schaefer with 12. Tyson Pastor with 9. Those 3 guys are going to be 98% of their scoring, but they do it in the half court, and they can do it in the open court if that's what you end up giving them. For the Bobcats, Barnett with 6, Gregg with 5, Jones with 2, and Hopko Green with 3. St. C 7 of 8 at the free throw line. Cat 3 of 4. Carpenter, we talked about him a little bit. He got 35 assists on the season, so there's been a lot of quarters he'll go without scoring, but he's able to create for his teammates. And Barnett's a lot the same way, that he can create for people, and typically those 2 guys create a lot for each other. That hasn't happened in this first half.
Yeah, St. Clairsville's doing a real good job isolating those 2. When either one of those 2 get the ball, they've got another body on them. So it's never just one-on-one coverage. They always have somebody else coming over to help to really just shut them down to make sure that they don't get a set shot from deep. and that they're not penetrating either. So they're doing a really good job in the half court on the defensive end.
Well, thank our sponsors for tonight's contest here on 97.7 and ABC Sports, YRP TV, Valentine Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, WB Green, Insurance Surgeon Construction, Wakefield Dental, Doan Ford, Allen Hunter State Farm, People's Bank, and West 40 Auto Sales. Second half, when you're down 34-16, there's no X's and O's that you can draw up that's going to make up that kind of deficit. So you got to take it possession by possession and try to cut that at the end of the third period to single digits, and then what?
Well, you cut it down into halves within the quarter, right? The first 4 minutes, the second 4 minutes. And the first 4 minutes, you saw Cambridge, it took them forever to come out of the locker room. They just came out. They didn't even get some shots off because he's in there stressing how important these first 4 minutes of this third quarter are, because if you don't get back in it right now and play some defense and knock down a couple shots, they're going to run away with it. So you got to come out hot in this first 4 minutes.
St.Clairsville will have the opening possession, leading 34-16. Starters on the floor for both teams: Carpenter, Barnett, Greg Matthews, Homco Green for the Bobcats, Wolf, Mooley, Schaefer, Straub, and Pastor. Schaefer out on top. Bobcats go man-to-man. They go backdoor cut, and Pastor will take it. Two-hand baby jam.
As he started out the first half, they're going to lean on him. He makes the first shot in both halves.
Deontay Jones, top of the key three. That one doesn't stay down. Rebound. Saved back inbounds by the Bobcats. Carpenter will pick the loose ball up and lay it in for his first hoop of the night. Bobcats trade baskets first time out. Crossover dribble. Mooley to the hoop. Missed it, got it back, put it up, missed it again. Pastor rebound, knocked out of his hand, and they'll say touch last by Tyson Pastor.
I mean, that's what we're talking about. They got 3 shots in that possession. Just cannot let them have extra shots.
Shortest guy on the floor got 2 of them.
Right.
Catch with a chance to cut into it a little bit here. Carpenter on the baseline, trying to feed it inside Jones. Straub with his length taps it away, and the loose ball picked up by the Devils. Chance to extend it. Straub on the left wing, trying to penetrate. Spins. And Jones thought he got the ball and tied him up, but they're going to say that's a reach in.
He certainly didn't get all ball to tie him up. He got armed, but I think Straub, he traveled before.
I thought he did too.
Sure.
So Jones picks up his third foul. Homco Green back in. Gage Wolf on the inbound. Finds Schaefer. Against Greg, one-on-one, went to the hoop, knocked out of his hand. Carpenter out ahead to Barnett. Little hesitation move by him to the baseline, couldn't get it to go. Rebound Homco Green. Carpenter open 3. That one doesn't go. He don't miss many of those. And Pastor with the rebound. Cats got a look. Schaefer over to Pastor. Homco Green on him, well outside the arc. Thing is, with the Bobcats playing man like this and they beat you off the dribble, there's no help.
Right.
As Schaefer goes down the lane that time, kicks it back out. Wide open look by Mooley. Touching his first hoop of the night. And nobody in the same time zone with him when he shot it.
Yeah, that's his first bucket out of 7 tries. So he's the guy you want shooting it. Just can't leave him that wide open.
39-18. Carpenter has slapped out of his hand by Mooley, who's feeling it now. Off the dribble. And they're going to call the shove by Ollie Mooley, his first. 5:49 left here in the third. 39-18. Barnett crossover, foul line, double clutch. That one looked like blocked and a foul. Like Straub might have got a piece of it, but it looked like maybe Wolf got him on the arm. But no call, it will go to the Devils out of bounds.
Yeah, he got caught up in the air. He thought he was going to have a smaller guy on him, and then Straub came over and kind of adjusted his shot a little
Straub
bit.
moves well.
Yeah, he
for
does.
6'7".
Sure.
He is just a junior, too.
Yeah, listed at 6'7". Obviously, he's not. I don't quite think he's 6'7". He might be 6'5", but still moves really well for a bigger guy.
Has a nice shooting touch from the outside. Handles the ball decently. Crossover down the lane here. Scoop shot, doesn't get it to go, but on the rebound, doesn't let it get off the rim, and he lays it right back in.
10 rebounds already for Straub. Of course, he fed himself there, but he's got double-double so far.
There's a foul. Schaefer on the shove. Had Mason Gregg trying to go behind the back, and Schaefer just stepped in on him and shoved him away from it. Picks up the foul, his first, team second. Carpenter to Gregg, 5-minute mark. Bobcats have not been able to cut into the lead the first 3 minutes here. Barnett, crossover, down the lane, tried to feed it off, and stolen away. Wolf was waiting on it, like he knew what was coming. Straub, outside the arc, pull up three, cha-ching.
And now you see why there are some college scouts here tonight, because they want to watch him play. You see the versatility in his game, inside, outside, rebounding. His game definitely translates to the next level.
Inside feet. Homko Green passed up the two, gives it to Barnett. Three, cha-ching. Second three, 44-21. Bobcats knocking a couple of shots down here, but they cannot cut the lead. Only 5 points in the quarter for Cambridge. 10 for the Red Devils. Schaefer. You know, I talked about his ball handling, and he's not great, but he's good enough.
Yeah, he got the ball down the floor that time. That's all you need.
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty, but he's sufficient with it.
Right. And he's a bigger body, too. He's put some time in the weight room. He's put on some extra muscle. You could tell that over the last couple of years, so that helps, too.
Put his shoulder down there and just drove to the hoop. The Bobcats forced to reach in on him, and Mason Gregg on the reach in, his second. Bobcats second. It'll be a baseline out of bounds play. Gage Wolf here as Homko Green sits down. Rylan Matthews back in for the Cats. Schaefer top of the key, feeds it over to the isolation. And Straub spins baseline, off balance jumper, no good. Pastor with the rebound. Straub had a double team, maybe triple team, so somebody's going to get a rebound. Straub pull up three, top of the key. That one doesn't go. Barnett gets it for the Cats and goes the other way. Alexander is checked in for the Bobcats. Now back to Carpenter. To Matthews. Carpenter having trouble just shaking a guy and goes down the lane, used the left hand, couldn't get it to go. Straub, another rebound. Out ahead. Mooley will slow it down. 3-minute mark. St.Clairsville has extended their lead here in the third. Straub isolated inside. Hands it off to Pastor, slashes to the hoop, knocked out of his hand and out of bounds back to St. C. And Gasper will step in and give Straub a break.
18 points, 11 rebounds for Straub, and still 2:47 left in the third.
You don't know how much more he'll play the rest of this game. At this stage, big St. Clairsville lead. Schaefer got past Mason Gregg, and all Gregg could do was reach out and grab him. His third.
Finally got my new scorebook with the new rules, so I can put down the 5 fouls per quarter
very nice.
for the team. A little easier for me to manage the scorebook.
Passer just powers his way to the hoop.
Sure did.
And got hacked again. And Rylan Matthews just checked in, picked up his third. So Gregg with three, Deontay Jones with three, Matthews with three. And when you're just outmanned size-wise like that, that's going to be the case, especially when St. Clairsville's made a point of getting to the hoop.
Yeah, and when you have a guy like Pastor who's strong enough and quick enough to get to the rim, and it's pretty tough to stop him anyway. He can shoot and pull up on a dime anyway, but he gets that close to the rim. He's so strong, he can finish.
Campbell Saul back in the game. Schaefer gets a break. Second one in for Pastor.
And he's hitting his free throws.
He got Board has him for 16. I got him for 13.
I got 16 as well.
You got 16.
Yeah, you gave a bucket to Schaefer in that first half.
There you go. Thanks for helping me out there. Carpenter, top of the key for the Cats against Saul. Trying to cross him over and get down the lane. Nothing there. Back to Alexander. Finds Barnett. Back to Carpenter. Off the dribble, 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebound to Gage Wolf. Even the little guy's getting rebound.
Yeah. Well, and did you see why he got the rebound? Because he put a body on somebody, made a nice block out.
Pass stolen away by Gregg. Out ahead, Carpenter. Hands it back to Barnett. Steps into the 3. That one off the rim again, long. Gasper with a rebound. Bobcats have not been able to get anything going, but Carpenter knocks it out of his hand. Picked up by Barnett, and he'll get fouled going to the hoop.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to.
And Barnett to the line to shoot 2. Really, I mean, ideally, you want that clock to stop and try to score here. Cats have not been able to get to the hoop with the size advantage inside. Got to take advantage of Straub not being in there. Barnett knocks that one in. 66% on the season. He's 2 out of 3 tonight.
And when you can't get to the rim because of the size inside and you're not hitting the shots outside,
it's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a long night for the Cats.
2 for 2. Mooley out ahead. Gasper beating everybody back. Nobody got back for the Cats. Easy 2 for Drew Gasper. Somebody didn't know what was happening. Gregg. Step back 3. Cha-ching. These are Gregg's second 3 of the night. 48-26. St. C. A little pressure by the Bobcats handled. Mooley off the dribble back out on top. Alexander on him. 1:05 here in the third. Little delay. St. Clairsville shorten the game a little bit here. And through the hands of Campbell Saul, or I should say through the wickets.
Of him and the official.
The hands, yeah. So turnover. Back to the Cats with 54. Left here in the third, trailing 48-26.
Fourth turnover for St. C in this quarter, matches their first half.
Carpenter got the defense in the air, got a little shot off the glass, a little too hard, off the rim now. Another easy miss inside by the Cats. Gasper off the switch, 30 seconds left, picked up his dribble, back out to Mooley. Little 2-man game, pick and roll. Kick out to Saul, nearly lost that one. Back to Mooley, he'll attack the hoop. Kick it out to Pastor with 16. He'll get some space, use his dribble. Back to Mooley, he'll take the deep 3. And the Cats will chase down the rebound to Barnett, 4 on the clock. To the top of the key, feeds it to Carpenter, 3 ball at the buzzer, cha-ching! Aaron Carpenter's first 3 of the night. And the Bobcats get within 20 though. 48-29 as we head to that fourth period. We'll be back on 97.7 and YRP TV right after this.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
8 minutes left here. The Cats Lair, Gene Ford Gymnasium, 48-29, St. Clairsville. If the Bobcats can make one final run at it here. Starters back on the floor for the Devils. Bobcats have responded. Deontay Jones instead of Humko Green. Other than that, Cambridge's starters on the floor with the ball and a huge deficit. Inside feed. Jones beat everybody to the hoop, and he'll lay it up and in. Deontay Jones gets the Cats on the board first here in the fourth period. Pressure by the Cats, beaten by the Devils. Back out on top, Schaefer to Straub. Right side, Pastor. Jones steps in, steals it away from him, finds Carpenter now. Jones elevating his game here a little bit, spins down the lane, back to the hoop, laid it up, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound to Straub. Cats will double Schaefer. He'll get it up ahead to Straub. Little hesitation move, trying to get to the hoop, and Jones did what he could to stop him, and that's fouling. His fourth, team's first of the period. 48-31. Foul on the floor, so Booley will inbound it to Schaefer. He'll take it right at the hoop, double clutch it. Straub, or check that, Pastor, rebound. Gathers himself and goes up and in.
Pastor's 10th rebound of the night as well.
Two guys with a double-double, come on.
Yeah.
How can that happen?
And only 50 points scored.
Yeah, they both got 18. Rylan Matthews trying to answer for a three. That one bangs around inside. Jones with the rebound, got the defense in the air. Goes up, left his layup short, put it up again. And Straub says it will not happen again. He pulls down another rebound up ahead to Pastor. Feeds it down low to Schaefer. Back to the basket, trying to spin through defenders. And the coach says, bring it back out. Schaefer right down the lane, left hand up and in as Cambridge got caught sleeping. Randy Schaefer, his 11th point of the night. .610 left, 52-31. Carpenter, deep three, cha-ching. Hey.
From the volleyball line.
That's way out there.
It sure was.
Way out there. If you're going to guard me closer, maybe you won't guard me out here. He still had a hand in his face. He's got 8 tonight. Averages 17. Straub to Schaefer. Try to get down the lane. Ball knocked away from him. Back out to Wolf. Feed down to Straub and well over his head. He wasn't expecting to have to go up for it. And Coach Clifford will take a timeout just to kind of gather his guys. Big lead, but he didn't like the way they were settling in.
No, a little sloppy to start the fourth. Cambridge with a little bit of energy, a little bit too late, I'm afraid, because they got a pretty decent lead, but still 5.5 to go. Cambridge knocks down a couple threes, gets a couple stops, all of a sudden gets it back to 10.
Get a little streaky, then it becomes a possession-by-possession game. So
absolutely.
Those are a lot of what-ifs and nuts and buts. But
yeah, the problem is Cambridge has Deontay Jones in 4 fouls, Rylan Matthews and Mason Craig with 3, so if they need to stop the clock, that's going to hurt them.
Want to thank West 40 Auto Sales, People's Bank, Allen Hunter State Farm, Doan Ford, Wakefield Dental for tonight's streaming broadcast. 5:37 left. Bobcats with the ball down 52-34. Barnett against man pressure. Wolf steps out of him over to Gregg. Mason Gregg, couple of threes tonight, takes it down the lane. His floater, couple times on the rim, no good, got it back. Big guys inside, finds Carpenter for 3. Cha-ching! Well, he's found the rhythm now. He's made his last 3. And it's 52-37. Cats chasing the ball around. Schaefer gets it across the timeline and into the half court. And sure, Coach Clifford said, let's use some clock and shorten the game. And they certainly are pulling the ball out. Mullen to Wolf, gets it back. Over to Pastor. Backdoor cut inside. Schaefer nearly went out of bounds. Finds Straub. They'll bring it back out to the top and they'll reset. Bobcats doubling the ball. Wolf into that double team and a timeout called by Coach Clifford and another 30. Cats doing what they have to do, but St. Clairsville well coached and good athletes out there making good decisions.
Yeah, except for the the throw underneath that almost went out of bounds. He had to jump out of bounds just to save
That's where
it.
the good athletes come in.
Well, there you go. That's your reference. But, yeah, that's a good timeout for sure because he senses, obviously, what's going on. But I don't have a problem with you running some clock out here because, again, I mentioned it before the break that Cambridge is in some foul trouble. So if you're going to run a little bit of clock, they're going to have to foul you. And Cambridge's bench just isn't that deep. No reason you can't put in your best ball handlers and be able to stall a little bit, knowing that you got Straub and Pastor that could take over this game for sure at any time.
I want to thank Surgeon Construction, WB Green Insurance, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and Valentine Insurance. Our insurance break. 4:30 to go. And out of bounds play. The Bobcats doubling when they can, and it causes a turnover. Once again, Pastor throwing it over the head of Straub, and that's hard to do.
No doubt.
At 6'7".
7 turnovers for the Red Devils this half.
The Cats have forced them into a couple, but can they keep climbing back into it? Mason Gregg, foul line jumper, does not go. Tapped out of bounds, touched last by Matthews. Back to St. C, and they will set up full court, and the Bobcats will shadow them here. 4:14 left, 52-37. Straub into the half court there to help. Up ahead to Mooley.
That's the pass that's got to be picked off. Long pass down the floor.
Floater.
Got to be able to make a turnover there.
And Deontay Jones, I think, just picked up number 5.
That's correct.
He bumped him a bit. Team second, his 5th. He'll set out. And freshman for the Bobcats into the game.
A.J. Lawrence.
A.J. Lawrence.
22.
Yeah, I didn't have him in my lineup.
He's not in the book, but he is now.
He's pretty quick. Good athlete.
Yeah, and again, you got some fouls you got to be able to give.
You want him to go out there and put some energy on the ball.
Yep.
The ball, and he does that. And Barnett stuck down low with Straub, and Straub flashed to the ball. Barnett grabbed him for his 3rd foul. Team's 3rd. 4:01 left. Wolf on the inbounds, looking for the lob, got inside to Straub. Gregg bodies him up. He'll kick it back out on top, and they'll reset. Back down low, Straub spins to the right and off the glass and in. He has just got too many moves to stop him.
Yeah, and athletic enough, he can basically do about anything he wants to out here in the half court.
Barnett. Back out to Gregg, got it back. He'll go down the lane, floater left hand, and one. First and one for the Bobcats tonight. So Barnett to the line, that foul on Wolf is his 2nd. Team's 1st. 54-39. Closest Bobcats have been in a while. And he rattles that one in. 14-point lead. Inbound, Schaefer. Back to Pastor. Now run him up the right side. Through a double team, down low, Straub. Doubled there, back to Pastor. Strong to the hoop and lays it in.
Good court awareness there by Straub to be able to find Pastor. Defense is going to have to be able to rotate on that. You got to expect that he's going to look elsewhere if you're double or triple teaming him.
2 biggest guys on the floor, a little 2-man game. And Barnett got Wolf in the air. Wolf came down right on him, so picked up his 3rd. Team's 2nd. 3:10 left. Bobcats are going to keep pace and keep the pressure on. They got to score this time down. Carpenter, backcourt to Barnett. Back to Carpenter, to the corner, feeds it to Matthews, down the lane, lay in, up and good.
Good recovery by Matthews. Good look by Carpenter. Matthews didn't know he was going to get that pass.
Cat chasing in the backcourt. Lawrence on the ball, over to Schaefer. Up ahead to Wolf, feeds it down low. Hammer time for Straub.
Boy, he can get up too. Big guy, but man, he can get up.
One step, throw it down. 22nd point of the night.
You know how that feels, don't you?
Give me a ladder. And even then, I'm challenged.
Right.
2.5 left in the game. Barnett. Matthews, Carpenter. Back to Matthews on a little pick and roll. That was well done.
Yeah, he was expecting that one.
Left Straub standing alone out on top, expecting Carpenter to take a three. 58-44. And Straub dribbles it on the sideline right in front of his bench. And you do that anywhere. You don't want to do it right in front of your coach.
No, no.
2:10 and counting. Cats down 14. And the ball. Got to do something in a hurry. Carpenter against taller guys. Gets it to Barnett. His three, no good. Goes air ball out of bounds. Back to St. C. Mooley with 1:57 to go. And the Cats picking up all over the place. Inbound. Here comes the double team back to Mooley.
You're going to just have to foul if you want to extend the game.
We got to figure out who to do that to. Up ahead and over the defense, they'll find the big guys. Pastor hands it off inside to Schaefer, and he lost it, missed it, and it will go back to the Bobcats. Dead ball rebound. I don't know why he was shooting it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That's probably Coach Clifford saying the same thing. Why are you shooting that? Cats again a chance to cut it. Carpenter against Pastor. Back to Gregg. Deep three. Cha-ching! Mason Gregg's third three. 58-47. Full timeout here. And we'll take half of it. Back with more basketball here on 97.7 YRP TV right after this.
Doan Ford is proud to introduce the ultimate adventure companion, the Bronco 4-door advanced 4x4 Badlands. With a powerful 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine and 7-speed manual transmission, conquer any terrain with confidence. Featuring a soft-top 4-inch lift and massive 35-inch tires. Adventure knows no bounds. Stay connected and in control with an 8-inch digital screen while enjoying added convenience with power-heated mirrors and auto high-beam headlamps. Plus equipped with a Smitty-built winch. Be prepared for any challenge. Don't miss out on this incredible deal. DoanFord.com.
Back at Gene Ford Court, fourth quarter, 1:29 to go. 11-point Red Devil lead. The Bobcats have cut it from 20 plus. And it's kind of, you and I commented here during the timeout, probably similar to the first game down at St.Clairsville. They won that one by 11, but had a comfortable lead throughout. Bobcats cut it late, and they're attempting to do the same thing here. Run out of time at this rate, though, right?
Well, that's the thing. You're going to have to just foul right away if you want to extend the game. If not, they're just going to run some more time off.
Schaefer in the backcourt spins away from a double team, picked up the dribble up ahead to Wolf. Down low, wide open. Pastor throws this one down. That's about the fourth dunk we've seen tonight. His 22nd point. 44 between him and Straub. 1:07 to go. Barnett with the one-hand slash. 60-49, out ahead Schaefer. Into the half-court set, brings it back out on top. Under a minute to play. 60-49. Schaefer with Barnett on his hip. Right side to Wolf. Fakes the pass, and the Cats on the foul. You got to do something, right? 42 seconds, so you foul Wolf.
You got to do something when there's a minute. 42 seconds, what's the point
42 seconds, yeah, now it's, hey, the water's over the dam.
Right.
Matthews picks up his fourth. That's the fourth on the team. Cats haven't been able to get into the one-on-one situation just to see if some misses might get you closer. Pastor off the dribble, right through Carpenter. They'll call that the charge as Carpenter held his ground. Pastor backed his way into him. So that turnover back to the Cats with 36 to go, down 11. Barnett will let it bounce, picks it up. Clock starts. Right side, Carpenter. Drives corner, fires it out on top. Gregg, nothing there. Back to Carpenter. Three left wing. Touching! That was a tough one. And the Cats quickly call timeout. Down 8, 26 seconds. Can you never say never, right?
Well, again, if this would have happened 2 minutes ago, you set yourself up for an opportunity. Only down 8, man.
4-3 of the period for the Bobcats, 7 in the half, but this period has by far been their better period of the night, their best period of the night. They've scored 5, 11 in the second, 13 in the third. 23 so far here in the fourth.
Right, exactly. And it's not just knocking down the shots, but they've been playing a heck of a lot more aggressive defense as well, and it's caused some turnovers. St. C, 9 turnovers in this second half compared to only 4 in the first half.
Foul by the Bobcats here, goes to the 1-and-1. Who do you foul? Schaefer with it. He's a pretty good free throw shooter, and they'll make him go to the line here. Barnett on the reach in, his 4th. As time running down to 22.5. Really, you want A.J. Lawrence to be on the ball right away there. He's got the fouls to give.
That was, I would assume, the reason he was put in the game 3 minutes ago, but he's yet to pick up a foul. And who do you foul? At this point, it doesn't matter. I mean,
Schaefer is tonight 1 of 1 at the free throw line. He'll get the 1-to-1 chance here.
Yeah, that must be one of the areas I don't have Schaefer shooting a free throw yet today.
So he made that one.
He did.
I had him with 1 in the second period, but then I probably gave him a basket there belonged to somebody else, Pastor, surely.
Yeah, you had Pastor, I knew.
Second one, high arcing shot, up and does not go. Barnett with a rebound. 61-52 to Carpenter. Top of the key, 3. Ching and 1! He double clutched that. The defense reached in on him, hit him. He knocks it down. And Muley with his 3rd. And now it's 61-55. And a free throw coming up.
Sells a game, partner.
Woo!
Right?
Who thought it?
Hey.
Yeah, 20-plus point lead for St. Clairsville most of the night. Certainly heading into this 4th period, they were in command. And Carpenter off the iron there trying to get the rebound, does not. And Pastor with the rebound will get fouled by Mason Gregg, his 4th, and will make the walk with 12.2.
Yeah, and you don't mind, at least the foul was early so that you have an opportunity to get the ball back.
Carpenter throwing that one hard trying to get it off the iron to come right back at him. That's a skill you got to practice.
You have to practice. It is not as easy as you think.
Free throw, up and in.
Nice roll.
For Pastor. He's only missed 1 tonight. He's had some chances. This is 8th free throw. And the second one all net.
No problem.
No problem there. 12 seconds, 8-point lead. Mason Gregg, deep 3, left side, almost banked that one in. Matthews rebound. His putback partially deflected by Straubing out of bounds with 1.3 to go, and the well has run dry for the Bobcats. Not due to lack of effort. There's no doubt there. 63-55. St. Clairsville will inbound it. The clock will run out. And the Devils will sweep the Bobcats here. Final score tonight. St. Clairsville 63, Bobcats 55. And we'll be left to talk about, well, what if they could have gotten a little quicker into their offense sooner, played better defense. But tonight, St. Clairsville will pick up the win and take command in the Buckeye A. St. C now 9-2 overall, 7-2 in league play. The Bobcats are going to drop to 7-5 with an overall record 7-3 in the league and needing help in that category. Post-game wrap-up coming up, 63-55, your final score as St. Clairsville holds on for the W here at Gene Ford Court. We'll be back. Post-game coming up right after this.
Doan Ford is proud to introduce the ultimate adventure companion, the Bronco 4-door advanced 4x4 Badlands. With a powerful 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine and 7-speed manual transmission, conquer any terrain with confidence. Featuring a soft top 4-inch lift and massive 35-inch tires. Adventure knows no bounds. Stay connected and in control with an 8-inch digital screen while enjoying added convenience with power-heated mirrors and auto high-beam headlamps, plus equipped with a Smitty-built winch. Be prepared for any challenge. Don't miss out on this incredible deal. DoanFord.com. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. And on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Back at Gene Ford Court, post-game wrap-up here in a St. C victory tonight, 63-55, the final. St.Clairsville leading at the end of every period, 14-5 at the end of one, 34-16 at halftime, as they doubled up the Cats in that second period. 48-29 at the end of three, and it just, at that point, just seemed like it's all over. Cats put on the furious comeback in the fourth, knocking down 5 fourth-quarter threes, 11 in the ball game. But only a couple in the first half, 2 or 3 in the first half, and they got way too far behind to make a comeback against a good team, and that's exactly what happened tonight. Individual scoring tonight, Tyson Pastor led everybody, 24 points on the night, 7 of 8 at the free throw line, didn't make a three, didn't need to. 22 points from Griffin Straub, 6'7" junior, 3 of 3 at the line. He hit 3 threes and numerous dunks, along with Pastor's dunks too. Brady Schaefer, the other scorer for the Red Devils, 13. Knocked down 1 3, 2 of 3 at the line there. Devils on the night, 5 threes as a team, 12 of 14 free throws. For the Bobcats, they were led by Garrett Carpenter. 17 points all came in the second half, 12 in the fourth period, as he hit 4 threes. A couple of impossible looking threes in that as well, but struggled in the first half, didn't shoot much, but able to maybe get a little bit more open space in the second period and third quarter and fourth quarter. 16 for Josiah Barnett, a little bit in every period. Never got streaky like he can. He hit a couple of threes tonight, 4 or 5 at the line. Mason Gregg, 3 threes, a couple at the line as well, 4-11. 4 for Deontay Jones, 4 for Rylan Matthews, 3 for Humko Green. Hit an early 3, and that's all he was able to get in the bucket tonight. Bobcats 6 of 8 at the free throw line, 11 threes as a team. Listen to high school basketball on WILE 97.7 and streaming live on YRP TV. Hope you enjoyed that tonight. JV's got you got your
we got it all, baby.
Mad stats in order, huh?
We do have it all, yeah. St.Clairsville, look, it was a little bit shaky in that second half, mostly because of the pressure from Cambridge, constantly, because they ended up with 9 turnovers in the second half, only 4 in the first. But shooting the ball, they still shot the ball pretty well in the second half, 58% overall from the floor. Only took 4 threes, made 2 of them in the second half. Overall for the game, shot 60%, 56% from beyond the arc, and they made their free throws. So that was huge for them. Cambridge, on the other hand, did not shoot the ball at all the way that they're used to in the first half. Second half, a little bit better. The fourth quarter, of course, was most of it. Shot 63%, made 5 threes in that fourth quarter alone. 35% in the second half from the floor, 40 from 3. Overall from the floor for the game, only shot 31%. However, shot 34% from beyond the arc. So that's not horrible. They're averaging 37, 38, so it's pretty close to that. But again, most of that was in the second period or second half, and most of it in the fourth period. But they did make the free throws, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, so that's nice. So, I mean, it just came down to exactly what we thought it was going to. Turned the ball over early, and that led to an extended lead in that first quarter for St. Clairsville. Kind of got them off to a bad start. But the biggest thing was second chance points. And those rebounds, man, I got Straub with 13 rebounds and Pastor with 11. And those are the 2 dudes that are going to hurt you the most anyway. You know that going in. And I understand it's tough, man. They got size. Pastor's not that much bigger than a couple guys we got. He's athletic as heck. But you saw a lot of our guys standing around and just watching the ball instead of finding the guys. And that you got to be able to find a body to be able to limit some of those second chance points.
Standing around with foul trouble, though.
Yes, that's certainly it. They had some foul trouble in the first half. It really hurt them. But it came down to what we thought it would. I think both teams are really athletic. Both teams can get up and down the floor. Both teams can shoot the ball decently from 3. Cambridge, I think, has an advantage there. But the inside play, man, and Straub inside play, heck, he made 3 threes too. He's a good player.
Yep.
And the college coaches that were here tonight certainly had some good things.
You'd be able to tell where they were sitting there, be drool.
Yeah,
be drooling,
no doubt about it. But you see, he's good with the ball in his hands. And at 6'4", 6'5", which is realistically what he is, you got to be that size at the next level if you want to create some shots. And I think once he gets in the weight room a little bit, puts on some of that muscle, he's going to be pretty good at the next level.
Just a junior, still growing.
Yeah, I mean, he's got certainly some upside. Cambridge just really struggled in that first half, man. If they could have played with a little bit more of that intensity in the first half and shot the ball a little bit better, they're right in that game.
Yeah, the shooting in the first half was pretty dismal. Yeah. And credit St. Clairsville. They didn't give second chances. They contested everything. They played pretty physical, and that led the Cats to take some quick shots and maybe shots outside their normal range. But, boy, late in the game, the threes that, Mason Gregg and Garrett Carpenter were taking and
long-range threes.
Were long-range contested threes and gave the Cats a glimmer of hope. But that glimmer is going to have to turn into more than that. As now, with all the cancellations and stuff taking place, Cambridge plays Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, and they play Wednesday.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So 4 games this week. Then next week, Tuesday they play. And then on the weekend again.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, they've got and next weekend is the Buckeye 8 tournament as well.
Lots of basketball.
They'll have a game next weekend, too. So, yeah, lots of basketball, but that's what happens, man. You live in Ohio, you're going to get some weather.
Yeah, and we may not be out of that deal yet either. I knew it was a long time since we did this before, and all of our scoreboard updates tonight. We had a lot of scoreboard updates, but I didn't give credit to the Bradley lending team with First Ohio Home Finance nearly enough. So I'm going to make sure I point that out now. Every time I say the score, it's the Bradley lending team. But I neglected that tonight. I got caught up in the ambiance of the atmosphere.
Sure. I get it. Well, we've been off, too. I mean, all these cancellations, we're not on our game at 100% either.
I'm not. We're getting back into it here. So between that, we do have a player of the game coming up, Plus One Pizza of Cambridge, always our sponsor for the Cambridge Player of the Game. And thanking all of our sponsors again tonight: Valentine Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, People's Bank, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons, Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Allen Hunter State Farm, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, WB Green Insurance, Surgeon Construction, and Wakefield Dental. We thank all those people because they make the stream possible by helping us out there. So hopefully you enjoyed that and take care of those people. Player of the game, we had a couple of guys actually. Barnett, the steady senior, when things got out of control, he was make sure the Bobcats got a good possession, and he had 16 tonight and 4 or 5 at the line, but he didn't have his good game, his A game for most of the game either. And Garrett Carpenter, kind of the same way, didn't score in the first half. We've seen that happen before, but he usually creates for teammates. That was harder to do tonight, but he did hit the mark. Got his season average of 17, 5 threes in the second half, 4 of them in the fourth period. He'll be our +1 player of the game. Congratulations to Garrett, and go home, rest up, grab some pizza, and
right back at her, buddy.
Get your body ready. I mean, it's a tough week.
It's going to be a tough week, absolutely.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Build on some momentum of that fourth quarter. Remember that fourth quarter. And here's the thing. They play Bel Air Wednesday. So, typically Bel Air likes to move and likes to put some pressure on your full court. So your legs aren't going to get any rest Wednesday. And then, as you mentioned, Friday and Saturday too. So you better get some rest, get some of that +1 pizza in you, make you feel better.
We'll be on air Friday and Saturday.
That's correct.
But if you're looking for the game, you're going to have to look elsewhere.
Both days, right?
Both
days.
I think
not
Friday,
live streaming either day.
No live stream, but Friday I think we're on KC.
Okay.
As the Cats take on Martins Ferry here at home, but they'll play KC on KC 105. And then Saturday we travel to Zanesville as the Cats take on the Blue Devils.
And Saturday's game time, 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
3 o'clock. Yep. You better check your.
I
You're not golfing. That. What else are you going to be doing?
No, but I better double check that.
Yeah, 3 o'clock start time on Saturday.
There goes my fantasy football party.
That's right.
Okay, well, we'll be there. Just have to figure that out. So, hey, I want to thank the All B crew over here, BV and BK. They did all the hard stuff tonight. We did the easy stuff. So Matt and ate all the candy. So thank those guys. And JV, you and I will be back at it here before you know it. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Final score, 63-55, St. Clairsville over Cambridge. And until Friday, folks, I'm Bill Kafury. Talk to you then. Good night.
You've been listening to High School Basketball on WILE Byesville, Cambridge. High School Basketball is a presentation of AVC Sports.